between where your garbage goes, what you should put in the trash, and what you should put in the recycle bin.
Yeah, but the answer isn't black and white. Justin Matthews is here in the news center and joining us, talking to us through our trash.
Yes, well, trash and recycling, it's a very complicated world. And throughout this, journey that I was able to experience with this whole industry, I was able to stand in a landfill. I was able to do a ride along following a recycle truck. It was pretty crazy. Take a look.
Mountains of recyclables fill the transfer site at Rogue Disposal in White City. Some things buried in these piles are considered contaminants, evidence of wishful recycling, where people think the material can be shipped off and reused, but it can't, ending up being put back on a truck just to be dumped in the landfill.
Instead of shortening that distance and use of fossil fuel to right here in the Rogue Valley, now we've transported that item that's going to go to a landfill anyway, hundreds, if not thousands of miles. That item could end up in China.
That symbol everyone associates with recycling can fool you into thinking you're doing the right thing by putting it in the red lid.
Just because there is a chasing arrow symbol on the bottom of the item, what that tells you is that somewhere in the world, this item can be recycled.
Somewhere in the world, but not the Rogue Valley. Recycling can be very site-specific, meaning people in urban areas like Portland or San Francisco are able to recycle materials that we, in rural Southern Oregon, cannot.
We're not helping ourselves out by throwing this kind of contamination in good recycling streams. It just defeats the purpose.
So how are we supposed to know what to do? Ashland Recology's Waste Zero specialist Risa Buck says we should look at the list of items our commingle carts can take, either online or on the cart itself.
If the item that you wish to recycle, like this milk carton, this goes with wishful recycling in Southern Oregon.
The things that would be on the list:
newspaper, cardboard, steel cans, aluminum cans, plastic bottles, things like that. Those can all be recycled throughout Southern Oregon.
The Department of Environmental Quality's David Alloway says it is better to throw something away if you aren't sure what to do, rather than put it in the recycle bin and hope you do the right thing.
If it can't be recycled in your curbside cart, and you can't find someplace else in your community where you can drop off the material for recycling, then the best thing to do is to put it in the landfill.
This predicament is one factor in maintaining the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle.
It's the notion of looking upstream with production rather than downstream with disposal.
Something Risa Buck has dedicated her career and lifestyle to.
This product, in any shape or form, does not end up in my house unless I'm having a party and someone brings it, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to save it for a plastic roundup.
Buck says the idea of zero waste comes from avoiding having to dispose something altogether.
I will not buy a product that is made available to me in this way. Do I never eat raspberries? I do eat them. I grow them.
She says the most important parts of the 3 R's are the first 2, reduce and reuse. After that, it's time to recycle.
We will always need landfills, but the degree to which we rely on them is the opportunity that is here for us.
Covering your news, Justin Matthews, News 10.
Well, I brought some items from home that I would have recycled. I've obviously learned a lot from this.
Right.
I've become a little crazy now because, here we are. This top, something that you would find maybe on a butter tub or something like that.
Looks like you'd want to recycle it.
Yeah, exactly. But it has the little chasing arrow symbol on the back of it, so you would look at it and say, of course, I want to recycle it. It's thick plastic, but the problem with things like this is if you put it in your recycling, it could potentially fly out of the bin, it could fly out of the truck, something like that. Same with plastic bottles. That's why they tell you to unscrew the plastic bottle, because for one, this is a very different plastic than what is used in your water bottle, and because it's so small, it can fall out and become litter.
So for people at home who've been doing the same thing, recycling the same things for years and years and years, this is kind of blowing our minds right now. What should we do? Yeah, what should we do?
Well, what it comes down to is find out if you're, SOS, if you're Rogue Disposal, go on their website and look what you can and cannot recycle.
All right.
Because, look, plastic bag, you want to recycle it, but if it's plastic and the base is wider than what the top is, you can. But things like this, not going to work.
We just have to educate ourselves
Yeah.
on what we can recycle.
Good little tricks of the trade. I'm going to post a list right on my
Exactly.
garage.
Yes,
You know,
I did.
right
I
there.
did next to my
Is that what
desk.
you did? Yeah.
I did next to my
All right. Thank you, Justin.